Hi, I'm Flip from FlipsSchoolofMusic. Welcome to my studio. What we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you the very first basic steps of trumpet. What would be your first trumpet lesson would be, how to put it together, how to make a noise, what are the parts, how to get some notes out. But anyway, let's talk about that. So let's say you just got your trumpet, either rented, borrowed, or found on the street. But yeah. So let's talk about the trumpet. So we have the main part, the main body, the bell, lead pipe, valves and fingerings and stuff like that, and tubes and all this weird stuff. And also we have the mouthpiece. So let's just talk about the mouthpiece first. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you can get a proper sound coming out of the mouthpiece. If you can't get a proper sound coming out of the mouthpiece, the trumpet's not going to sound proper. So how we make the sound is what is typically described as a buzz, a mouthpiece buzz. But how you do that is you form your lips like so. You pucker up. Kind of do that. If you can do that, make a raspberry, kind of like that. And then if you can do that a little bit smaller and more controlled by using the mouthpiece, that's where you're going to get that's where all your problems and victories are going to happen because of the proper mouthpiece. So anyway, so what we want to do is mouthpiece buzz. So trying to get that going. So it's like this. So you want to place the mouthpiece pretty much center between your top lip and your bottom lip, forming the embouchure, which is is how you shape your mouth to make the proper sound. So you want to get a buzz going. Any pitch works, but so mouthpiece, it should be able to buzz any note that you can physically play. So you change the pitch by using your mouth as well as using the fingerings. Okay, so if you got that pitch down. Also, how we want to start that pitch out is by saying ta. Ta, ta, ta. That's what I'm literally doing with the tongue at the back of my teeth. Ta, ta, ta. That's what's going to start and start each note. You don't want to start each note with a huff of air. Huff, huff. That's not the cleanest way to play. The analogy I use is, think of it as speaking is, you don't give each syllable, in a word or a phrase or a sentence, you don't give each syllable their own breath of air. It's like, it's nice outside, I think I'll go for a walk. No, you don't do that. So what we do is one big breath of air, our mouth and our lips and our tongue, that's what's manipulating the sound of that. Anyway, yada yada yada. So if you get the mouthpiece buzz going, let's put that on the trumpet like so. Never, never, ever, ever, never, ever do this. Pop, 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 pop. Don't tap on that. It gets stuck. You need a tool to get that out, and I don't have one, so don't do it. Okay, so get your mouthpiece there. So how to place our hands? So we take our left hand. Left hand goes. Let's see. Thumb goes right here, like so. It's kind of, say, make a gun, handgun. So it goes like so. So thumb goes in here. Pointer, middle, ring. They can go here. Pinky can go there sometimes, or below. However you feel comfortable. That doesn't feel comfortable for me, but like that or like so. Right hand, pointer, middle, ring. They go here, here, and here. You never want to switch those around. Just keep them in their assigned seats at all times. We also have a pinky ring, or a hook sometimes. Some people will place it on top, some people at bottom. Just keep balance so your trumpet's not wailing around. Also, right here there's usually a ring for a kicker. Mine is missing. That's what happens when you play instruments that are 60, 70 years old. So, hand position. Left hand, like so. You can see that. Grab it in here. Thumb goes in the back, like so. Right hand, pointer, middle, ring, pinky in there if need be. And what you're going to do is, you know, kind of a nice posture. You don't want to be slouched over. If you're slouched over, you're not getting enough air support, breath support. You're not getting enough air in your lungs, but nice and straight, you know, nice straight back, nice and relaxed, but not slouch. Slouch is not good. Okay, so here's what we're going to do is we're going to try, remember how that felt playing that Mouthpiece Buzz. We're going to do the same thing and see if we can get a C to come out. I think that's a G. There's your C. So you'll probably try to hit a C. Sometimes, you know, it's definitely not going to be easy starting out. Don't get frustrated because it does take time. You're building up all these little teeny tiny muscles in your embouchure and in your mouth, those mouth muscles. But yeah, so if you can't get those notes out right away, don't be frustrated. Just keep doing it. That's a C, and if that's not coming out, always go back to Mouthpiece Buzz. See if you can remember how to try to get that. Once that's going again, go ahead and try it with the trumpet. Go back and forth. Go back and forth. There's no yeah, go back and forth. Try to get that out. Okay, so let's talk about different notes. So we're gonna go from C to down. I think going C to up in our first lesson is a bit much, but like, you know, going up to a G and then higher above that, it's going to take time to build up the range, your note range. So anyway, so we're going to go C and down. So we have our C. The next note we're going to go down to is our B. B is going to be middle. Try that one. Go back to C if you can. Back to B, middle. So that's our B. So once that's coming out, once you can do C, B, I think once you get a little bit lower, depending on your mouthpiece and stuff, it gets a little bit easier compared to going higher and higher, reaching those notes. So we got B. Let's do our A. A is 1 and 2. Our first finger and our second finger. If you can see how that I'm labeling. Our first finger is going to be the closest one to you when you play. Second, third's going to be the furthest. So okay, 1 and 2, A. Let's go back to B. A. Now we're going to do 1 and 3. That's going to give you a G. It's not easy hitting those low notes. You got to have the perfect balance of relax and tension, and try it out a few times, you know. Practice makes perfect. So try that B again. B is middle. A, 1 and 2. G, 1 and 3. So with those 3 notes, we're going to play a simple folk tune, or nursery rhyme tune called Hot Crossed Buns. It's a simple one. I like to refer it to one of the first ones to my students to play because it's easy to remember, simple enough, but you know, fun enough to play on. So anyway, I have it written down here. So we have B's, A's, and G's. So we have half notes, whole notes, and quarter notes. So if you don't know what that is, we'll talk more about that in different videos. But quarter notes get 1 beat each. Bum, 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 bum. Half notes get 2 each. Bum, bum. Whole notes get 4 each. Bum. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clap and say our note names as clap and say the note names as we say through the song. I like doing that. What I do is I'll have my students read the music. We'll go through and go, all right, that's a B, that's an A, that's a G, that's a C, yada, yada, yada. And then what we'll do is we'll clap and say the notes in rhythm. I like doing that. It's rhythmics. So what you do is you have a physical response to the actual notes that you're reading, which helps out, builds synaptors in the brain. It's good stuff. So anyway, so we'll clap, say the note names, then finger along and say the note names, and then play it. Okay, so let's go through. Let's clap and say those note names. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and B, A, G, B, A, G, 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 A, B, A, G. Wonderful. Okay, so what we're going to do is finger long and say the note names. Here, so remember, B is middle valve, A is 1 and 2, G is 1 and 3. Sometimes they get sticky. Here we go. So finger long, say note names. 1, 2, ready, and B, A, G, B, A, G, 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 A, B, A, G. All right. So with that, we can play Hot Crossed Buns. So let's give it a shot. See if we can get those notes to come out. So let's get that B, A, G. All right, let's play it together. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Righto. All right, so that's how put the horn together, make Mouthpiece Buzz, make some sounds out of it, get some notes that come out, and play a simple beginning tune. Like always, if you have any questions, you can email me at FlipsSchoolofMusic, all one word, at gmail.com. I'll gladly reply to any questions. And yeah, follow along. I'll be posting more videos just like this. Thanks for hanging out. See you soon.